Hello, everyone. It's my honor to have Mr. Amit Pathak today to talk about how language can affect the well-being of senior citizens. Mr. Amit Pathak is a friend. He is a double NLP master practitioner from the International Society of NLP, a certified hypnotherapist, certified social panorama therapy consultant, trainer, and life business coach. Thank you, Amit, for accepting my invitation and agreeing to give your valuable inputs for House of Wellness. It's an endeavor for senior citizens' well-being.
Thank you very much, Minas, for inviting me to this talk and this topic, which is personally very close to my heart. And I am really looking forward to this conversation. A real pleasure.
Thank you. So let me start by asking you, what is neuro-linguistic programming and how can it benefit seniors?
Right. So before I go into how it can benefit seniors, let me first explain a little bit of neuro-linguistics programming, or NLP as we call it in short. NLP is in short a very, very powerful psychological mind reprogramming science. Besides language, which most people are aware of, that it has to do something with language and how language can influence our mind.
Right.
Yes, it does. But besides that, NLP has many very useful and very powerful concepts about and techniques about how you can reprogram your mind to keep it very fresh and youthful. Now, when we talk about its applications for people and specifically the senior people, I would like to just say that ultimately you are only as old as how you think and believe you are. And we use this sentence very much like a cliche, but really, if you actually absorb the essence of this sentence, it means a lot. People can look and feel old even when they are chronologically at a young age of 20, 25, or 30, because they think like old people. And people can be youthful even at the age of 80, 85 if they think like a youth,
I
right?
totally agree with that. Yes.
So everything is actually in your mind and how you set your mind. Now, that's where NLP provides extremely vital and extremely powerful tools to reprogram your mind to stay young. So before I go into how it can help old people with I would not say old, but a higher chronological age, is you have to look at the conditions and the situations that normally culturally in India we see people with higher age. Most of them usually have been there, done that in their career and life.
Yes.
And they are actually having a nice relaxed lifestyle. But then along with that, there is always this kind of looming fear of loneliness.
Right.
And that eventually can lead to depression. Many of our senior citizens also go through negative thoughts. There is a disconnect with the younger generation, and the frictions that come with that. Then there is also the challenge of ailments and diseases, which normally come as people grow up in age. Then another common thing that I observe with people who are slightly senior in their age is they keep living in the past. They keep looking at what is how they lived their life. There are good days and there are not so good days, and then within that there is this issue about guilt and regrets of what they did that they shouldn't have done, or what they didn't do which they should have done. Then there are challenges associated with diet and health, which makes it very difficult for them, to maintain that discipline, what they should eat and what they should not eat. And finally, all of that begins to play in their mind. So, living a long life, a life filled with energy is something that we all want. Everybody wants to have that goal. But how to achieve it? How to keep your mind young
Yes.
is where the real secret is, the real trick is, right? And this is where NLP becomes very useful.
Okay.
Now, uh, if you ask me how NLP helps, so NLP actually does a lot of things. The first thing is, if you look at the origin of NLP, NLP came out of a concept that if somebody else can do, how can I pick up that excellence and do it for myself? It was not really meant for designing some tools for the elderly, but it was meant as a tool where, let's say, if somebody is very good at administrative activity or memory or some physical activity, then how can I copy that skill and install it in my mind so I can be like that?
Right.
Now, if you were to just take that idea uh, and apply it to the senior citizens of the society, they can actually use NLP techniques to model those people from their age bracket who are positive thinkers. How do they do it? How do they stay positive? How do they maintain positive beliefs? How do they maintain positive lifestyles? How do they maintain a youthful creativity all the time? And NLP can provide tools for that, to a lot of the people who are looking forward to these kind of tools and techniques.
Yes.
Another thing that NLP can do, Minaz, is help them change their behaviors. Okay, so how do they enter into a new form of behaviors, behaviors that can give them discipline in their food and diet habits, discipline in exercising, discipline in doing things that they love to do. For example, sing or dance or do anything that they always wanted to do, and create those behavioral changes that will help them to stay youthful, energetic, and full of exercises and activities. And finally, the third area that I can think about is helping them cope with ailments and diseases. Now, we all know, and almost all doctors will also agree and admit, that most of our physical ailments and diseases have a psychological background. When you give up, then the body starts getting invaded with all kinds of diseases and ailments. And because NLP is a mind reprogramming science, it helps you to fight. It helps you to stay positive. It helps you to stay away from ailments and diseases. And by any chance, if you have one, then it helps you to conquer it in a way with a very positive spirit and a positive attitude. So in a nutshell, NLP helps you with all of these beautiful changes and transformations that your age demands.
Wow.
Minas.
So many benefits. Yeah, I have heard and I've also attended a few of your trainings and I found it very, very simple but profound. So I'm wondering, can you suggest थोड़े simple tips जो आप seniors को दे सकते हो जो उनके communication, उनके behavior के लिए, it will help them so that they can maintain their well-being and they can do this on a regular basis. Something that's very simple and then they can do it on a regular basis.
Yes, definitely. So I think I would not definitely say that go for some sophisticated NLP techniques and processes. There are such techniques and processes available which can very, very powerfully and quickly shift your mind into the positive gear. If you need, such techniques are available, and you can actually go to any professional NLP coach, counselor, and they will help you with implementation of such techniques. However, having said that, at home, you can actually just follow some simple practices, and that will help you to shift your mind. The first thing that most commonly we observe as an issue or a challenge with people who are in their higher chronological age is they keep looking at the past, and they keep looking at what they missed and what they achieved. What they achieved makes them feel happy, but also a little bit of emptiness, and what they missed gives them a sense of regret. So one of the simplest formula that I like to help or suggest to people is have a goal. No matter what your age is, you can still have a goal. And those goals will help you to stay looking into the future rather than looking at the past. So today, set a goal or a series of goals. The goals can be in your health, it could be in your career, it could be about making a change or in the community. No matter what, have a goal and start putting together a plan of action towards your goal. This in itself will transform a lot of things in your life. It will give you a sense of purpose, and that sense of purpose will keep driving you towards higher energy levels from within, because you will stay motivated, connected to that purpose. So that's my first point of view. Second, never stop pursuing your hobbies. Okay, your hobbies are your energy boosters. What was your hobby that you probably suppressed or traded off for when you were younger? Was it singing? Then start singing. Was it dancing? Then start doing that, no matter how your movements happen to be. Was it playing an instrument? Then start following that. So my second suggestion would be have a hobby and follow that hobby. The third one, which is the core of NLP, which is, can you copy somebody's positive habits and install it in yourself? So now, obviously, NLP has some beautiful, sophisticated techniques to make you do that. But you don't have to do that. All you need to do is be in the company of positive-minded people. Okay? When you are just going to be in such company, your mind will unconsciously absorb their methods, thinking, beliefs into your own psyche, and you will automatically begin to start connecting to their goals, connecting to their beliefs, and automatically start absorbing their lifestyle. And this is a very important thing. Be with the kind of people who have positive mindsets. And of course, I would say have a positive mindset, right? There is a positive thing in every calamity, in every challenge, and you can start connecting to that positivity. Besides that, having said all these very simple tools, I would just say, in your mind, when you wake up in the morning, I want you to have a positive image of yourself. How would you look like if you have achieved the kind of goals and objectives that you still want to achieve? How would you look like? Create that image and stay focused and connected to that image throughout your day. When you do that, you will find there is a spring in your foots, in your steps. There is an energy in your stomach, and you will be having a smile on your face all day long.
Oh, those are very simple, but I'm sure they're very effective. So let me attempt to put it in Hindi for our audience who would be having a barrier of language, English language. पहले आपने बताया कि they should have एक गोल होना चाहिए उनको, उनके हेल्थ के लिए, उनके करियर के लिए, और वो गोल के साथ में एक प्लान ऑफ एक्शन भी होना चाहिए कि वो कैसी तरह से उनके गोल को अचीव कर सकेंगे, राइट? प्लीज आपको चाहिए तो आप यू कैन इंटरवीन एंड पुट इन द पॉइंट्स. सेकेंड, आपने बताया जो बहुत 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 इम्पोर्टेंट है कि सीनियर्स को ज्यादातर पास्ट में रहने की आदत होती है, तो जो हो गया सो हो गया. अभी हमको प्रेजेंट में रहना है. और थर्ड वेरी इम्पोर्टेंट है कि जो भी हमको पसंद आता था पहले या अभी जो भी पसंद आता है उसको हॉबी बनाए और उसको कंटिन्यू करे, ताकि खुशी मिले हमको उनको लाइफ में और उनकी एनर्जी बूस्ट हो. फोर्थ आपने बताया कि हमेशा पॉजिटिव माइंडेड पीपल की कंपनी में रहना चाहिए. सो या इट्स लाइक ग्लास में पानी है, आधा भरा हुआ है, हम क्या देख रहे हैं कि वो आधा खाली है या आधा भरा हुआ है. सो कीप एन पॉजिटिव माइंडसेट. और आपने दूसरा एक बताया कि सुबह उठने के वक्त अपना एक इमेज बनाए जो एक पॉजिटिव हो इमेज, और जिससे वो सारा दिन कनेक्टेड रहे, सो दैट पूरा दिन है वो बहुत ही पॉजिटिव और एनर्जेटिक हो. एम आई राइट अमित? क्या मैंने ठीक तरीके से समराइज किया है ये हिंदी में?
जी बिल्कुल बिल्कुल, आपने बहुत अच्छी तरह से इसको संक्षेप में बताया है। और मैं सिर्फ यही कहूँगा कि आपकी उम्र सिर्फ एक नंबर है, और
हम्म.
आपका जो आपकी सोच है उसी से आपकी उम्र बनती है। अगर आपकी सोच एक यंग पर्सन की तरह है तो आपकी उम्र भी वैसे ही रहेगी। आपके एनर्जी अंदर की जो बॉडी के अंदर जो मोटिवेशन है वो भी आपकी सोच के ऊपर होता है। तो ये नहीं है कि आपकी जो उम्र है उसके हिसाब से आपको अभी कोई लक्ष्य नहीं रखने चाहिए। अगर आप 20 साल छोटे होते तो आप क्या-क्या करते, वही लक्ष्य आज भी आप रख सकते हो। और जैसे ही आप वो लक्ष्य रखोगे तो आपके माइंड में, आपके दिमाग में ऑटोमेटिकली एक स्फूर्ति, एक एनर्जी आ जाएगी कि मुझे ये करना है। और उसके लिए जो भी आपको प्रयत्न करने हैं, जो भी एक्शन लेने हैं, वो आप लेना शुरू करोगे। और उसी से आपकी एनर्जी, आपकी जो एक्टिविटी है, ये आगे बढ़ेगी।
Okay. Thank you so much, Amit. Thank you so much for giving your time and sharing this wonderful knowledge with us of NLP. I'm sure जो आपने जो tips दिया है, अगर वो seniors start करते हैं तो it will go a long way in supporting their well-being, उनकी energy level, alertness, joy जो उनको life में चाहिए वो I'm sure उनको हासिल करने में easy होगा. Thank you so much.
थैंक यू वेरी मच मिनास फॉर गिविंग मी दिस चांस। अगर मैं किसी और तरह से किसी को भी काम आ सकता हूँ तो ये मेरा सौभाग्य होगा। मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगेगा लोगों की मदद करना। थैंक यू वेरी मच।
Thank you so much.